Hey Valkyries, welcome to 2020. I have a super good feeling about this year and I hope you do too. But there's one thing you're going to need to make it the year that you want it to be. No, not a resolution. Because, let's be honest, those don't work for anybody. Well, alright, if you're the exception to the rule, maybe it works. But for most people, you wake up sometime in December and realize, oh yeah, back in January I said I was going to run more, and I totally didn't. Surprise, surprise. So I'm going to be talking to you today about something that should actually help you achieve what you want to in 2020, to make it the year you hope it's going to be. That would be 2020 goals. Goals are different than resolutions. But before you even start defining your goal, you have to decide what you want out of 2020. For example, if I want to go on a Viking raid of some Irish monasteries later on in the years, I can't just wake up that morning and be like, oh yeah, kind of feeling like raiding today. I'm just gonna go do that. Because I wouldn't have anything prepared. So if I want to do that, I have to plan ahead, decide that that's something I want to do later in the year in, say, 2020. And then I can reverse engineer a plan to start working on now, so that that morning later on in the year when I wake up and it's time to go raiding, I have my long ships, I have my crew, I have my provisions, I've trained people, everything is all set and ready to go. That's the only way something like that's going to happen. So the first step is to define, write out on paper, write out what it is you want to get out of 2020. Maybe you want to run a Spartan race. That's actually one of mine this year. Maybe you want to learn a new skill. Maybe you want to go to that far off country that you've been dying to visit for forever. Maybe this year you want to start your own business. Tell me in the comments below what you are super excited for in 2020. What are the things you want this to be the year that it happens? Once you've decided what you want to get out of 2020, it's time to set your goal. A good goal has a number of characteristics. There has to be a time element, has to be obtainable, it has to be measurable. So, for example, the difference between like a resolution and a goal are these characteristics. So, with the example I used earlier, if the resolution is, I want to run more, that's so vague. What does running more mean? Is there any accountability there? How will anything like that get done if you just wake up and you're like, oh, I hope someday I run more? I'm not motivated by that. Are you guys? So a good goal for that would be something like, okay, there's this really awesome 5K that's happening in May that is for a cause that I'm really passionate and motivated for. So I've never run a 5K before, so my goal is to, by this date in May, be able to run a 5K. That's, first of all, like anybody can run a 5K. They have all those programs like Couch to 5Ks and stuff. Like, it's totally achievable. You have a time limit so that you can, like, when that time hits, you know if you've hit your goal or not. And as that time approaches, it helps motivate you. Like, oh, it's getting closer. Like, I need to get off my butt and run. And it's measurable. How much do you need to run? Not just, like, an abstract number or time. Like, you've decided to be able to run a 5K, which is 3.1 miles. So now you know what to work on. It is so much easier to reverse engineer a plan for a goal than a resolution. So those characteristics help me reverse engineer a plan. If that was my goal, to run a 5K by May, I would start now in January and start walking more with some running intervals, and then slowly increasing the running intervals, decreasing the walking intervals, until soon enough, in a couple of weeks, you're running a 5K. My boyfriend did that this past year, and it was really impressive to watch. And because he had a goal and then a plan to achieve that goal, he did. He achieved it. So what do you want to accomplish in 2020? What goals are you going to set for yourselves? Put them down in the comments below. I'll share my Spartan race. I shared my Spartan race one with you. So I want to run a Spartan race by like next October. So I'm currently looking into, so I already do kickboxing and Krav and Viking stuffs, but I'm looking into what I'm going to need to do. So write down in the comments below what you're looking forward to in 2020. Talk to you guys later.